Alright, what's up everybody, back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Yes, we're back. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today we are previewing the Sweet 16 NCAA tournament. It starts tonight as I'm recording this on Thursday. It's going from tonight and then tomorrow as well. And then the weekend is the Elite 8. I'm going to be previewing all the Sweet 16 games and just saying what I think and saying how every team can get their win and move on to the next round. Thank you guys for the views on the shorts and stuff recently. It's really appreciate it. Let people over to the main channel, subscribing. And if you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn on notifications, all stuff like that. I got shorts. We're about to go April is coming up soon. In April, we're gonna go crazy. I got a new series coming and all this stuff. And it's gonna be really fun. So, yeah. Let's not waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So the first game of the Sweet 16 we got is Michigan State, Kansas State. Michigan State the 7th seed, Kansas State the 3 seed. I think this is going to be a very tough game. Both these teams are good offensive teams. Michigan State is a very efficient offensive team, especially from three-point range. They're very good three-point shooting team. They got guys like, Tyson Walker, AJ Hogger, Jay Akins, Joey Hauser. They got a lot of shooters out there. But one thing that's really stood out and why Michigan State is still here is their defense. During the regular season, they're a solid defense, up and down. But so far in the tournament, they have been a very good defensive team. And then for Kansas State, their offense, Marquise Noel basically finds everybody that's open. He's contributed a lot of percentage of the team points. He's also been scoring as well, especially last game. Kentucky had like 26 or something like that. He's been great in the tournament. Keontae Johnson's a scorer. They got wings out there that do a little bit of everything on both ends of the ball. I think it's going to be a very good game, very hard-fought, gritty type of game. I think for Michigan State to win, they got to hit their three-pointers. Honestly, last game against Marquette, they did not have a good three-point shooting day, but their energy and hustle still got them to win. I think against Kansas State, their team that is really good offensively, especially with Marquise Noel running the show. So I think Michigan State has to knock down their threes in order to win this game. Knock down the threes, contain the others. Marquise Noel is going to do his. Keontae Johnson get his, but just they can't let anybody else do their thing. They can't let any of the wings or any of the guys off the bench hit big threes or score 10, 12 points. They can't do that. I think hit their threes and lock up everyone else. For Kansas State, I think they have to just outwork Michigan State and try to knock down their defense. Try to get the others involved. Marquise Noel going. Try to get Keontae Johnson going a lot as well. I feel like Keontae Johnson had a solid first half, and in the second half he kind of didn't really show up to the end. I think they need to get Keontae Johnson a lot more involved in this game. And, yeah, just try to break that Michigan State defense. Because Michigan State's defense has been good, but it's very up and down. So I think Kansas State can break that defense, by hitting shots and getting to the rim, getting fouled. I think Kansas State can win this game. Ultimately, my prediction, to be honest, I have Michigan State winning this game. I don't know. I just really like how Michigan State's been playing in the tournament on both ends of the ball. And they always have that factor of they can get hot and hit threes at any time. And especially if they're playing defense like they have been the first two games, I think Michigan State could pull the upset off. And Tom Izzo, I believe in Tom Izzo, But Kansas State, I really love Kansas State. I think they're really good. I think it's going to be a very close game, but I got Michigan State winning this one. Our next game we got is Arkansas and UConn. Arkansas, the 8th seed. UConn, a 4 seed. I did not expect either of these teams to make it this far. I thought both these teams were losing. I had Arkansas losing the first round to Illinois. I had UConn losing to in the second round to VCU. I thought VCU was going on the Cinderella run, but that didn't happen. But yeah, UConn. Arkansas is a team that likes to run, like to get out. They like to run Eric Musselman. They like to, get off rebounds, go run, force turnovers, stuff like that. They're a very solid defense. They have some good guards: Anthony Black, Nick Smith, Devontae Davis. They have some good guards. They got Ricky Council. They're a very guard heavy lineup. They like to run. They like to play fast, and all that. UConn is kind of the opposite. They have a good big man. Adama Sanogo has been a star in the tournament. He's been dominating down low in the paint and they like to shoot the ball. They like to shoot threes as well. They got Jordan Hawkins, they got Calcaterra, they got Tristan Newton is a very solid guard. I think this is gonna be a game that's very high. I won't be surprised if this is a very high scoring game because both these teams kind of score a lot of points. Arkansas likes to score a lot. In the fast paced motion, UConn likes to score a lot in the paint. Yeah, I think for Arkansas to win this game, I think they just have to get out and run as well. Also force turnovers, and get out and run. I think that's what they have to do. UConn's a team that kind of turns the ball over, but not a whole lot. But I think Arkansas, if they get forced turnovers, get out and run, and get easy, fast break buckets, because they didn't really do that against Kansas, yet they still won. So if they can do that against UConn, I think they can do that. And also try to stop the 3-point shooting. Adama Sanogo, there's not many answers for him. He's going to score down low. Just stop the guys like Jordan Hawkins and Calcaterra and all of them from hitting their threes. And I think Arkansas can win this game. For UConn, take care of the basketball for them. And take care of the basketball and stop their guards from going off. Stop their guards. Adama Sanogo's got to be a enforcer down there in the paint. They got a lot of guards that can go get their own bucket. So I think if their defense can stop their guards from, well, they're gonna get some points. Just not have them have maybe a little bit of an off day or stuff like that. Not get into foul trouble. I think UConn can win. My prediction: I got UConn winning this game in a very close one, but I got UConn winning this game. Even though I really like Arkansas's team, but I think UConn is gonna win this one. Next we have Florida Atlantic and Tennessee. FAU the 9 spot, Tennessee the 4 spot. FAU has been a very good team all season. John L. Davis has been great. They've been hitting threes. They've been playing solid defense. They've been getting to the free throw line a lot. And they play really good basketball over there. But for Tennessee, their defense is stifling. They have one of the best defenses in the nation, arguably the best defense in the nation. They've been clamping up on everybody. Even though they lost their starting point guard, Sakai Zegler, they still got guys like Santiago Vescovi, and Olivier. I don't know how to say his last name, but they've been doing great this tournament. And I think this is going to be a very good game. FAU hasn't really faced an opponent like this, Tennessee, before. I think for FAU to win this game, they have to knock down their open shots when they get them, honestly. Like, Tennessee's such a good defense that you're not going to get that many open shots. I feel like FAU has to knock down their open shots. They have to knock down their shots to win this game. I think that's it for FAU. For Tennessee to win this game, I think they have to get a little bit more offensively from some of the other guys. They have to get big offensive games, I feel like. FAU's a good offensive and solid defense as well. They got it on both ends. Tennessee's more of a defense team, but they also have some offensive players. I feel like the Tennessee's got to get they got to get Santiago Vescovi, Olivier, and they got to get maybe one more guy, maybe to start trying to get it going and trying to make plays. But also Tennessee, if they just lock up on defense, I think they can win this game still. But I feel like I would like to see a little bit more offense from them, But yeah, ultimately, I got Tennessee win this game, even though I want FAU to win. Well, not want them, but I would like to see FAU win this game, and I would like to see them go far in the tournament because I think they're really good. I just think Tennessee's too tough of a defense, honestly. That I think Tennessee can get them. But I think it's going to be a very entertaining game. Next game we had is going to be a very good one. Gonzaga, UCLA. You remember what happened a few years ago when these two teams met up and Jalen Suggs hit that half-court game winner. It was an insane game. And I think this one might not be that crazy like what it was a few years ago. But it's still going to be a very good one. Gonzaga has played well all year. They got Drew Timme down there that's going to get his. Julian Strother's been good. Raseel Bolton. Those two have been really good so far in the tournament. UCLA has a lot of injuries, but they still have a very veteran-led team. Mick Cronin's been very good as a coach. They still got Jaime Jaquez and Tiger Campbell out there, and those two can win you a game. We see in the tournament. But I think this game is going to be very good. This might have the chance to be the best game of the Sweet 16. This might have the chance to be the best game of the Sweet 16. Look at the odds. It's literally a +1. Right, Gonzaga +1. Like it's a super close game. Gonzaga's a 3. UCLA's a 2. By the way, for Gonzaga to win this game, I think Drew Timme has to be Drew Timme. But they also need Julian Strawther, receiver. They need the wings, to get involved and be themselves in the tournament. I mean, be themselves in this game. They have to provide some big factors, and they also have to find a way to stop Jaime Jaquez from doing him. You know, they got to find a way to keep Jaime Jaquez contained, at least. Maybe not stop him, but contain him, at least, and not let anyone else get off. For UCLA, it's kind of the same thing. Like, they need Jaime Jaquez and Tyreek Hill to be his. Maybe they might need one more guy to show up and hit some big shots for them as well. And they also have to find a way to contain the others. I feel like Drew Timme's going to get his, but I feel like if they can keep Julian Strawther from getting 20 or Rasir Bolton from getting like 12 or 14, I think they have a really good chance of winning this game still. So, yeah, it's kind of the same for both sides. My prediction so far for this game is very tough, but I'm going to go with UCLA. In a very tight game, I'm going to go UCLA over Gonzaga in this game. The next game is San Diego State, Alabama. SDSU, the 5 spot. Alabama, number 1 seed. SDSU has just played a very team-organized ball. You know, Matt Bradley's their only guy that scores double figures for them. But they play a very team-oriented style. They get everyone involved. Yeah, they're really solid defense as well. You know, it's gonna be a low-scoring, grimy game for San Diego State. But they're gonna do the big things that matter, hit the big shots that matter, you know, and hustle. You know, for Alabama, they have one of the higher scoring offenses. You know, they have a very good all-around team. They shoot a lot of threes, hit a lot of threes. Brandon Miller hasn't been amazing in the tournament, but he started to show up last round, so maybe this game will be a lot better. And Alabama's been just an amazing team all season, you know. For San Diego State to win this game, they have to lock down the three-point shooting. Honestly, they have to lock down the three-point line. You know Alabama's going to take them. You know, Alabama's a team that kind of is sort of live or die by the three. Even though they have a little bit Brandon Miller and maybe 1 or 2 more avenues they can go to. But their main thing is live or die three-point shot. So I think if San Diego State can lock down the three-point line in this game and force them, maybe not to take threes, but force them to take contested threes and bad three-pointers, I think they have a chance in this game. But also on offense, they got to execute as well. They got to be team-oriented. They got to, not turn the ball over, be smart. And for Alabama, knock down their shots, of course. Also, maybe getting Brandon Miller. I think if they can get Brandon Miller to get going and have a really good game, like a 20-something point game, I think that will really wake them up. And I think if they do that, like they have a Brandon Miller game and then the other guys can knock down a few threes, I think they can win this game. San Diego State's not a high-scoring, team. They're not high-scoring. They're not going to come up and put 90 on you. Alabama has the opportunity to do that. So I think if Alabama can just get it going offensively, the firepower, get Brandon Miller involved, Javon Cornerly can keep having a good game, they can win this game. My prediction, I got Alabama winning this game, but I think San Diego State's definitely going to put up a fight. But I think I got Alabama winning this one. The next game we have is Miami and Houston. This one is going to be, I think, a very good game as well. Miami, the 5 spot, Houston, number 1. Miami hustles. They play really fast. They try to get it going. Isaiah Wong, very athletic. They got Wooga Poplar and some other guys. Jordan Miller that likes to get buckets. Wooga Poplar. They have a lot of hustle, a lot of fight, and they run fast as well. They try to, play a fast type of game. For Houston, they're number 1. They are amazing defense. They're a really good defensive team. That's how they've been here. They're one of the best defenses in the league. And then on offense, they got the guards out there. They got Marcus Sasser and Jamal Shed. And Tremont Mark was amazing in their last round game. They can get buckets. They also got big men like Jarace Walker that can shoot as well. They're an amazing team. For Miami to win this game, I think Auburn kind of had the recipe in the first half. Attack them. Honestly, don't be afraid to attack them. Miami's not a big team by any means, but I think Miami has to attack them and get them into foul trouble. I think Miami has to attack and not just settle for threes. I think Miami has to attack them, get them in foul trouble again. Even though they are smaller, they don't have a really true big 7 foot like that big type big man. They're a little bit smaller team, but they have to go to the rim and they have to attack. Houston get them in foul trouble. And then on offense, they got to just run. Try to score as many points in transition as you can, because in the half court, you're not going to score a lot of points on Houston. So if they can get in transition and get as many transition points as you can, force turnovers, and then just attack them. And then, for Houston, you have to be a lot more efficient on both ends. On offense, you have to be efficient, get your jumpers, hit your shots. And then defense, you got to tell the big man not to foul. You have to honestly kind of let Miami settle for threes and not get them to the paint. Let Miami settle for threes, and you also have to win the hustle energy game. I think this game, because both these teams hustle a lot, both these teams bring a lot of, grittiness and stuff, and I think whoever wins that game of like the gritty, diving on the floor, getting the more rebounds, stuff like that, I think is gonna have a really good chance to win this game. But I think Miami's a very good team, and honestly, I don't really know who I want to pick, because I really think Miami can be the team that can upset Houston. I really do think that. And you know what? Why not? I'm going with it. I'm going to go with Miami on the upset and Houston goes down. Like, I really like this Miami team. And I think I got Miami winning this game. Next game we got Princeton and Creighton. Princeton, the 15 seed, making it to the Sweet 16. Creighton, the 6 seed. Yeah, Princeton is a team that is going to take a lot of threes. Both these teams are kind of similar. They take a lot of threes. They're going to take a lot of their threes. For Princeton as well, they got Tosan down there that's going to do a little bit of everything. He's going to score. He's going to pass. He's going to defend. They got a lot of shooters out there as well. And they have very solid defense. For Creighton, they're kind of the same. They take a lot of threes. They have some really good guards. They have a good big man, Ron Kalkbrenner. You got guards like Ryan Nembhard, Trey Alexander, Kluman. They got just smart basketball players over there, but they also take a lot of threes. I think for Princeton to win this game, they have to knock down their shots. Definitely have to knock down their shots. But they also have to, try to be disruptive. They got to try to force turnovers. Creighton doesn't have a lot of turnovers. They're gonna have to find a way to create turnovers, to try to get out in transition and score. I think for Princeton, that's their key to winning this game. Try to create turnovers. And then for Creighton, they have to let Ron Kalkbrenner do him, because I don't think Princeton has the lot of length to guard Ron Kalkbrenner. I think Ron Kalkbrenner is going to be a big factor in this game. He's going to have a big scoring night, I feel like. And then also, just kind of guard the 3-point line. I think guard the 3-point line and get Ron Kalkbrenner involved a lot. And then, I think this is going to be a very tight game, because both these teams shoot a lot of threes, and it's not going to be. It's like I feel like whoever's going to be hot from three in this game is going to win this game. I'm going to go with Creighton here, though. I'm going to go Creighton stopping the upset, ending the Cinderella run for Princeton. I just like Creighton's team a whole lot. Ron Kalkbrenner has been really good. Ryan Nembhard has been great this tournament. Trey Alexander is very smart. Arthur Kaluma can do his thing. Baylor Shireman could go off and hit a couple threes. Like, they just have a really good all-around team, and I think Creighton can end the run from Princeton. And then the final game of the Sweet 16 is Xavier and Texas, 3-2. Xavier is a team that shares the ball a lot. They're not a team that one guy's going to score 25 and then everyone else is going to score 9. Everyone's going to have like 12, 13 points. They're very team-oriented. They're very team-oriented. They're very, making the extra pass, moving the ball around, getting everybody involved. In the game, which is very good for a tournament, especially. And then their defense has been very solid as well. Even though they had some moments where, they kind of given up some points and they're gone a little bit cold in their both for the first 2-round games. But Xavier's got a solid team. And then for Texas, they're really good both ends of the ball. On offense, they got Marcus Carr is very smart. Jabari Rice has been a sharpshooter off that bench. Dylan Disu has been giving them buckets down low. They're very solid offense, and then defensively as well. They got a lot of length. They have a lot of length. They have a lot of heart and hustle. And I think this is going to be a very good game. This is going to be another very, very good one, kind of like Gonzaga, UCLA. I think for Xavier to win this game, they can't go cold. They can't have those cold spells that they did against Kennesaw State where they were down 13. They can't have that cold spell against last game against Pittsburgh where Pittsburgh almost made it an interesting game. Xavier can't go cold. You know, their guys have to hit their shots. I think for Xavier, Texas is too good of a team where if you go cold for a minute or two, you could be down 15 quick. So I think Xavier's got to hit their shots, you know, and not get cold. They have to have efficient games offensively, and then for Texas, they have to just try to play a good team defense in a sense of like, Xavier's gonna move the ball around. You just got to try to disrupt them and maybe force some turnovers. I think for Texas, they can force turnovers off those passes. I think Texas can be in a good spot to get a lot of transition points, to get some easy ones. Yeah, and then also they got to be efficient offensively, Texas. They got to be efficient offensively. They got to get buckets. But, yeah, I think this is going to be a very good one. I'm going to go with Texas in this game. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Texas in this game. I feel like I'm gonna go with Texas in this game. I think it's gonna come down to the last minute or two. It's gonna be a very tight game. I feel like, but I'm gonna go with Texas. Yeah, that's the end of today's video. I'm previewing the Sweet 16. Tournament is only gonna get better from here, man. We got the Sweet 16, the Elite 8 this weekend. It's gonna be very fun. There's gonna be some very, very good games. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you do like the content on here, consider subscribing. Like, turn on notifications, do all the stuff like that. Really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. Go watch my NBA content, my March Madness content, shorts stuff as well. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow.